We welcome you back aboard the Season 5 premiere of the Hokie Sports Insider podcast, originating from the Honhurst basketball practice facility. It is a big-time episode for somebody who's had a big-time summer. He's been all over the world. Now he finds himself in Blacksburg, Virginia. What a treat, Neo, to have you on the podcast. Thanks so much for taking some time. It is the first week of classes, by the way.
Yep,
How are
yep.
you? How are classes? How are things in your world, my friend?
It's been great, man. First of all, thanks for having me here. I'm really excited to be here. It was a long summer playing for national team. Yeah, I'm just really excited I came here to start working with the guys. Like I said, yesterday was the first day of classes, but it went great, so I'm really excited for this season.
How were those, first day of college classes, right? I imagine some of your teammates were there. What was that day like for you?
Crazy day. It was a good day, though. We started lifting early, then went to class. Just got to know everyone, where my classes are, my classmates. So it was a really good day.
You know, when I was a freshman in college, I didn't want that alarm to go off until like 10 or 11. For you, are you an early riser, or take us through your mornings? Do you like to get working?
Not really, but I'm getting used to it, so it's not bad.
And then you got here. You've been here about a month or so. I don't know, a couple of weeks.
Yeah,
I think,
3
at this
weeks
point.
maybe.
How's it been? I mean, adjusting to Blacksburg, Virginia. This is a place a lot of our listeners love so much. This is home. Has it felt like home for you here in the first couple of weeks?
Like I said, it's been amazing, man. Trying to get here, like I said, to work, meet my new teammates, new coaches, but I felt like I've already knew them. Yeah, it's like family to me. Everyone's here. I've been welcomed with open arms, so it's been a great 3 weeks, and I'm looking forward to the season.
Take us through a little bit, too, when you first get here. I know in the day and age of social media and texting, I'm sure when you commit, you kind of get to know guys a little bit through that. But when you finally get here, and you mentioned the word family, what was it like finally getting to meet the coaches and your teammates and actually being here in person with them?
I mean, yeah, VT was always in my, in my choice if I decide to pursue college basketball. So when I decided to come here, it was like a relief for me. Because like I said, it's like family. I knew Coach Fraser, I knew Coach Young, so I knew some of the guys. So when I got here, everybody, like I said, texted me, showed love, and I really appreciate that. So yeah.
All right, well, let me start with a question that I know is on many Virginia Tech fans' mind, because I know in April and May and June on Twitter, everyone's refreshing social media. You obviously had a big decision to make this summer. Ultimately, why was it the right decision for you and your family to put the NBA on hold for now and ultimately wind up right here at Virginia Tech?
Yeah, I mean, it was surely a tough decision to make with me, my family, and my agent. But I think I did the right thing for sure. Coming here, obviously, everybody's dream is to make the NBA. I thought that I was close, so. But I really make the best choice. For now, the best choice to come play in college basketball, come play for Virginia Tech. So I'm really happy for my choice. So I'm really excited to come here and work for the season.
I know you're on social media. When you did announce you were going to come here, could you feel the love from Virginia Tech fans and kind of see the excitement level?
Yeah, I did. They show love, so I really appreciate them. I want to get to the court and bring that back to them.
I'm curious because I'd say for 99% of our listeners, even me, I'm curious. None of us are really talented enough to ever go through the process of, let alone playing Division I college basketball or going through an NBA process like that. Can you just kind of take us through what's that like? I'm sure you're meeting with a lot of different people. You're working out for a lot. Is it fun? Is it kind of stressful? Like, what's that process ultimately like leading up to that?
I mean, it's an unbelievable experience, for me. For sure, there's some kind of anxiety in you. It was my first time. I'm pretty young, so I went open-minded. Though I want to learn and try to soak it all in. So I went there. I was very happy. But yeah, it's a great experience for the future as well. I believe that I'm more ready now. I saw where myself is through the best guys in college basketball, so it was pretty good.
All right, and then meanwhile on the other side, Virginia Tech. This is like halfway across the world from home for you, right, where we are right now in Blacksburg, Virginia. Take our listeners through a little bit. When did Virginia Tech first come on your radar, and what were some of those early conversations and maybe Google searches like of when you first discovered this place?
Yeah, it was an early, Virginia Tech was always in my options. I mean, when I said that if I don't go to the NBA and I was looking for to pursue college basketball, it was always in my options. I came for a visit here. I remember when, but it was my first visit, one of my first visits, and yeah, I loved it, man. I loved it. I left and I said maybe if I don't go to the NBA, I'll come here. So.
And here you are. I'm curious too, because you've played on so many different teams in your life. You've played with professionals. You've played with guys that are way older than you. When you are looking at different schools, I mean, this is a fun offense to play in. Coach Young's such a fun coach to play for. How much are you watching of film or video, seeing style of play? Or do you look at any of that at all in addition
Yeah.
to what this place is like off the court?
I do, yeah. I mean, I'm a basketball junkie, so I look basketball all the time. Videos, film, everything. I try to get better, watch film of my games, other players. Uh, so yeah, when I got here, we didn't put a lot of offenses yet, but I try to learn everything. The assistants send me the plays in my phone to try to look it up. So I went there, try to look it up, learn them as fast as I can.
You mentioned you said you really liked it when you came and visited. I'm curious. I mean, the first time coming to Blacksburg, Virginia, all the way from Greece, like what stood out to you? You said you kind of liked the place, kind of the nature before we
Yeah.
started recording, but what were some of those initial thoughts when you stepped foot on campus for the first time?
I was already in the US because of the combine. Matter of fact, I came before the combine here, so I was working out in the States. But yeah, I came here. I already talked to Chester Fraser, the assistant coach, every day. So when I came here, and to Coach Young. So when I came here, it was pretty fun. I worked out. I saw the campus. I was here with my family too. My mother was missing, but it was a great experience.
You mentioned your family. I want to get to them a little bit later, but since you bring them up, everyone who's listening knows how big of a decision, whether you're an athlete or not, it is picking a college, a university, and all that goes into that. How big of an influence your parents having them? How helpful were they through this process for you ultimately choosing Virginia Tech?
Big influence for sure. My dad used to play professional, so I got a lot of things from him. My mother was into sports too, so it's a very sport family. Yeah, my dad put me at 3 years old in the sport, so like 4. So I was with a ball ever since I can remember. So yeah, I believe like what they are. So
And your dad has a little bit of a tie to Castle, which we'll get to a little bit later. And
Yeah.
I think it's one of the coolest things.
that didn't go well though.
It did not. We saw the box score. I want to close with that a little bit later because I think that's just super cool. What a full circle moment. Okay, you've had a very busy summer, from the combine to coming to Virginia Tech, but then of course playing with Greece, the Euros. I know Tech fans were all different kinds of hours watching and getting to see film, and some of them highlights the next day once it was over. But I'm sure it's got to be such a huge sense of pride to represent your country and getting to play for them.
It is.
What was that experience like this summer for you?
Great, amazing. I cannot express it by feelings. Playing for your national team is one of the biggest prides. It's great, man. Unfortunately, we didn't win the gold medal. That's what we were achieved. We won it, but it's okay. That's life. We move on. I believe we had an unbelievable group of people, coaches, teammates. I loved everybody there, and I believe and I want to for the future to have them again and win something together.
I want to specifically ask you about that game against Israel. You had a pretty good game, I think it's fair to say. A little triple-double action there, 14, 14, and 10. That individual game, I know, the fans are so excited watching that. Take us through that game. It's not every day you have a triple-double wearing the Greece uniform. What do you remember from that game specifically?
I would say it was not easy for me and for the team, for the coach definitely, because we were just 2 days from the big loss to France. But that day was one of the worst days of my life. That night, but I woke up. We had a game next day. we had to get our minds right and start playing again. So I believe we did a great job to that. So I stepped into that game and I really want to win because when I step into the court, I always want to win. So it's that simple. So yeah, I want to win for my team to get the fifth place and get the list that we were for.
When you get done with a game, right, there's so many different ways you can impact a basketball game. We'll talk about that a little bit in your style of play. But the points, the rebounds, the assists for your teammates, is there any one stat that kind of makes you smile a little bit more when you're doing a little bit extra on the court like you were there with a triple-double?
Yeah, matter of fact, it was my first triple-double though. Yeah, I was happy. I mean, after the game, it was my first time. I didn't know it. But a stat that makes me more, I think it's assists. I like to make my teammates better. I like to involve them into the game. For sure, I can score too, but when I need to pass, and I can pass, so I will do it.
You know, I think it's super unique. You look at your journey. You have played with guys your age. You've also been teammates with guys that are a lot older than you. How have those experiences of getting to play with pros, not only on your team but also going up against them, how has that helped shape you in your basketball career?
A lot. I've been doing this since I was 15 years old, when I signed my first contract with Panathinaikos. I've been playing with grown men since then, so now it's just, I wouldn't say easy, but I got used to it. You know what I'm saying? So it was easy for me. It's a development. I mean, I develop every season. You know, I work on my game. I lift. I work on my body. So it's a development thing for me.
You know, you mentioned that you love to watch film, and I can already tell just from talking to you, you're such a basketball junkie, I think, to use
Yep.
your words. Who are some of your inspirations from people that either you watched or maybe some people to shine some love on here? Who are the people that kind of helped make Neo who he is in some of those formative years growing up as a kid and a teenager?
Yeah, the first two people that came in my mind is for sure my dad and my mother. That's who I am because of them. And from a sport, from an athlete, I'll say Luka has been a very good inspiration for me, Luka Doncic, because I used to watch him when he was my age now, when he was in Real Madrid and had some unbelievable seasons. So I kind of look at his journey and I really like him as a player.
You know, a little bit later, I want to talk to you about, Greece, your home. What's that like? I was sharing before we started recording that a couple of years ago, I actually had the chance to visit your home country, and I remember everywhere I walked in Athens, Neo, there were Giannis jerseys just
Yep.
in every window,
Yep.
right? And then obviously you guys had a good Olympics, and you guys have such a talented national team. What's that been like to see the rise of basketball in your home country from maybe the time you were a kid to where you are right now?
It's great because Greece is developing. I believe we had and we have great Greek players. One of the greatest Greek players is in Greece. Some old players, so it's great, for me to even represent my country with a flag and know this history. Yeah, it's great.
I'm curious to know this too, because you've played the international side, you've been here in the combine, you've played here in the States. Is there a style of play? Is there a difference at all? Not even necessarily from home country Greece, but the international side to what you've seen so far here in the States.
Yeah, a very big change for me, I would say, is the pace. It's faster here in the US. Maybe in Europe sometimes it's more like coaches plan, coaches plays. You have more plays, more things to know in your mind. Here's more free play, 1-on-1. And the pace is fast, man. I mean, it's fast, more athletic. So I'll get used to it.
Do you like playing fast? Is that fun to you?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, it's fun.
All right. How about this? For even though I'm sure just about every person listening right now, they've seen your highlights, they've seen your tape, but the elevator pitch, 15 seconds. Virginia Tech fans listening right now, if they have not seen Neo's game, how would you best describe your game, your style of play, and what Hokie fans can expect from you this year?
I would say I'm a three-level scorer. I can score the ball well. Like I said before, I can pass too. I have that vision since I was a kid. I like to pass. Outside, I can see all my teammates on the floor. And a good way to describe my game is I can do everything, whatever I need to do to win. So that's it.
I've been really excited from watching your stuff to ask you a little bit more about the passing. And I had a feeling you might go there of wanting to involve your teammates because you are so creative. You are so good at getting your teammates involved. Has that been something that's always been part of your game? Like, where do you credit the vision and the facilitating in your game from?
Yeah, like I said, like you said too, I like to be creative. It's a big word. Other than that, I would say I have it since I was young. I don't know where it came from, but I have it since I started playing. I don't know. For sure, it's work too. I always worked, but I don't know this. If this is a work, if you can work on it, it's something you have or you don't. So.
And I think what's so cool about your game too is just that you are. Trust me, as you walked in, you are a legit 6'9", my friend, right? And you are you could see over defenders. You're so tall. I'm curious, when did you hit your growth spurt? Have you always been the guy growing up that was tall, or did it just hit you one time in like middle high school where you just grew a couple inches out of nowhere?
I would say I grew up. I got my height from my dad. He was always tall. He played professional too. He was a foreman, by the way. I'm happy.
Was
I'm
he
a
really?
point guard. Yeah. They used to say to me like, "Don't get taller. You'll play more like the big spots." But I would stay at the top positions. But I think I got the growing part from him.
You mentioned your dad. Let's talk a little bit more about him. And I know when you moved in, it was so cool to see your family. I think he was there, and just like the emotion, you could see it from pictures of just what that day was. From a basketball perspective, Neo, what are some of the best pieces of advice your dad has given you throughout your basketball career to where you are right now?
One of the first advice he has ever taught me is to have fun and play the game like you're a kid, like you used to play, like have fun with it. So it's what I'm taking, wherever I go, have in my mind. Because it's a game. Of course, I want to win, but it's a game, and when I play and I'm having fun, I always play good. So,
how old were you when you finally beat him, a little one-on-one pickup basketball at home?
I believe I was. I don't know if I beat him. We did. We didn't play. I think I was young. We were playing twos with my brother, so. I can't remember.
Yeah, go. And while we're on this topic, go ahead for our listeners. Shout out the family. Tell us about the Avdalas family. You've got some siblings too, you're saying?
I do. I have one sibling. He's 1 year older.
Okay.
2 years older, my bad.
So 2 years old. A little competitive rivalry, I'm sure, growing up, right?
Yeah. We used to go at it when we were young, so that makes it better for sure.
All right, we touched on this earlier. Let's bring it back up. Hokies men's basketball, the team did an awesome job pointing out that in the mid-'90s, think about this, how big the world is, right? But how small the world of basketball can be.
Yep.
Your dad, in an exhibition, played a game in Castle Coliseum against Virginia Tech.
Crazy.
How did you hear about that? Did he remember that? Like, when did you first figure out that actually happened?
So I remember my dad used to say to me that his team back in the day played some college team, so I couldn't remember which team was. So when we came here, we're with the coaching staff, and he was telling the story that he played with Virginia Tech. So it was my first time hearing that. So it was kind of crazy, And when I got here, it was crazy that I would be playing for one of the teams my dad played. So it's crazy.
That's so cool.
Yep.
I mean, again, if you haven't seen it, go to Hokies MBB on social media, see the box score, the picture. But what a full circle moment I'm sure it's going to be for your family when you come on the floor and him being here. So, all right, a couple more here. I want to focus on this team, Virginia Tech. I know you've been here a couple of weeks. You guys have had some practices, but from the highlights that we've seen, it looks like it's just been a very competitive summer. What have you seen from your new teammates on the floor as you guys get ready for the season?
Yeah, that's one of the things I first saw, the competitiveness to all the guys, diving for the loose balls, fighting in a good way with each other, playing basketball. So I love it, man. I love it. I love being in a group like this because it's what wins games. That's what wins games. So I believe we'll have a great group of guys and of players, and with work, we're gonna do something good this season.
I'm sure as you've gotten to know throughout the process, Coach Young, he is beloved by so many. And he's such a fun individual to watch coach, but then also what he means off the floor to this community. He grew up not far from here. What has it been like getting to develop a relationship with him both on the floor and off the court?
Yeah, like I said earlier, one of my reasons that I came here was the people that were surrounding here. Coach Young is an unbelievable person. I met him and I said, he's a great guy. And even as a coach, these first 2 weeks he's very calm. He tries to tell you, in a good way what he wants. So I'm really happy to be here with him.
You mentioned you're a 3-level scorer. You can do it all, including you can shoot the 3-ball. The history of Coach Young's, his offenses when he was at his previous school of Wofford, to Hunter Couture name a couple of years ago, his teams have always been able to shoot the 3-ball. So, Neo, to officially put you on the spot, do you like shooting the 3-ball? Is that a fun part of the offense as you learn it here?
Yeah, I do. For sure I do. Especially off the dribble is my thing. I like to shoot off the dribble, some step backs. But I'm here to work now and try to get that spot up too. I think it's there, so I can't wait to put it up to the castle and from the fans to see it.
Tech fans remember Chester Frazier. He was here a couple of years ago. He's back, and gosh, he seems like he's just got so much energy. I mean, it's just infectious what you see on social media and in person with him. Talk about your relationship with him, and just he's been tweeting a lot about the defense this summer. Just what kind of intensity does he bring to the floor?
Chester, man, yeah. Again, like I said, great people. When I came here, I saw him. I knew that that's the guy I want to be with. I want to work with. He got, I don't know. He got this thing I loved when I saw him. That energy is great to me. So we work it out every day. He's a great coach, very successful, and he's gonna be a big part. To my development and the season and the team's success.
I'm going to put you on the spot here. Again, I know it's been a couple of weeks. Give me a name of a guy when you just come in the locker room. A big smile comes on Neo's face. He's just funny. He's a good time to hang out with. Who are one or two guys that you've just enjoyed kind of getting to know here off the floor on the team?
My teammates, I don't wanna say two, because the other place it will be good. I love every guy in this group, and I'm here only 2 weeks. It's fun to say that, but I really do. I really like my teammates. Great people, all of them. So I don't have no one to say.
Fair enough. Okay, I've got a couple of fun ones here for you before we let you go. And I didn't ask for fans to submit questions coming into this, but again, I don't know if you've seen on Twitter. People love nicknames for players, right? And there was a big debate early when you committed of what your nickname could be. Do you have any thoughts? Anything you want the fans to know about? Are you cool with just Neo? What do the floor is yours on that. Any thoughts on an early nickname?
I saw one Neo from the Matrix. That was tough. That was funny. So that was one of the best ones. But my nickname is Neo. I like everybody to call me that way. So I knew Neo was from the Matrix. She can do it all too. So I believe it's kind of the same. So that's a good nickname.
I love that. Okay, perfect. All right, number two. I've got a couple things. One of the best parts about when I went to Greece, I think the food's just incredible. Like, it's just really good.
Sure.
What are just one or two things, like, that you just love food-wise? Like, what are your top two? You got anything?
Food-wise, it's some kind of foods, some Greek foods. I don't know. It's pasticcio.
Tell us about that. What is that?
Hokies to learn it. It's some kind of pasta baked. So I don't know the other ingredients. But it's great. It's great. My grandma, my mom used to make it, so it's delicious.
Okay, I love that. And then secondly, I know that there are some foods here in the United States that might not be there in Greece. Like, I know somebody who really loved, like, Cheez-Its was a thing here as a snack that's not there. Have you discovered any food here in the United States? Like, have you had Chick-fil-A yet? Anything that you think, man, this is really good here that we don't have in Greece?
I would say that. I mean, it's good food for sure. And I really love SAPC's food here. Outside of that, I would say I'm a big junk food guy. I don't order that much, so I haven't discovered anything yet.
There you go. I was going to tell you about one of the best things I ever had in Greece that I try and replicate. It's like like breaded or fried feta with honey.
Feta, yeah.
Have you
yeah,
had
yeah.
that before?
I've had.
I
Yeah,
mean, that's
it's
unbelievable.
Great. It's great.
That's
It's
like
great.
one of my favorite
Yeah,
things.
yeah,
I wish I
yeah.
could
It's
replicate.
great.
And then my final one for you here. I really appreciate the time. I know you're busy first week of classes. You're still getting acclimated to life here, and you've kind of touched on it. But you've got Hokie Nation listening right now. The excitement's at an all-time high. November's going to be here before we know it. What's your biggest message to Virginia Tech fans as you get to know them in the lead up to your freshman season?
My biggest message, it's I'm waiting everyone on the castle. I've been really, really waiting for this day to play in front of our fans. So get your tickets ready and start working.
Neo, I can't begin to say thank you enough, man. What a treat it is to not just have you on the podcast, but to have you here part of the Virginia Tech community. I know the fans are excited. I know you're excited. Coach Young and the squad, again, it'll be November before you know it. Thank you so much for the time. Really appreciate it. Let's do it again soon.
Thank you guys.
That's Neoklis Avdalas. That's going to do it. Season 5 premiere of the Hokie Sports Insider podcast. We're back next Wednesday. Until then, Tech fans, enjoy Atlanta. College football is back. Have a great weekend, and we'll talk to you in 7 days.